Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are
That's
you?
good. Good, thank you. What's your name and where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Seoul, South Korea. My
Hmm.
name is Ellie.
Nice to meet you, Ellie.
Yeah.
Did you just message me?
No.
No? Okay. I think there was an Ali who just messaged me saying, I can't reserve a place. Can I talk to you? And then you called. So what do you do in South Korea?
Um, I'm a housewife.
Okay.
So yeah, because my sons are so very young.
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, I'm a house boy. Well, I
Really?
am. I am really. Yeah. I wasn't. I
Hmm.
for the last 7 weeks. So,
Hmm.
so I cook all the meals, I do all the shopping, I do the house. Well, I don't do all the housework. I look after outside, and my girlfriend goes and works in the mines. So
Hmm.
yeah, that works for us. And I teach English.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I saw. I have read your profile.
my profile,
Yeah,
yes,
yes. I think you are very brave person
thank you.
because yeah, you retired about 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, 4 years ago now.
4 years ago,
Yeah,
and then you both you you sell the your own things, right? And then you traveled around the world,
yeah,
16 countries.
yes, yeah, and
Yeah.
walking.
uh, really. And
Yeah,
but COVID virus interrupt COVID,
interrupted.
yeah, interrupt your
I
journey.
It did. It did. But it came at the right time, I suppose, for
Hmm.
where I was in my life. And when I came back to Australia,
Yeah.
I bought a camper van
Hmm.
and started driving around Australia on my own. And yeah, it was good therapy, I suppose, to just find who I want to be, what I want the second half of my life to look like, what I wanted to do, and so yeah, it was a good thing. Brave is a word I
Hmm.
struggle to not accept but come to terms with, because it was really a case of being honest with myself, and finally realizing, saying, if you're not happy, you have to
Hmm.
change it. And certainly if people want to change the future, then you have to change the present.
Yeah, yeah.
you know and it takes time, and I suppose a little bit of courage to accept that. And I think the courage is more about being honest with yourself, and stop telling yourself stories that you know you other people might believe it, but deep inside what the
Hmm.
truth is. And it's like we say to people all the time, yes, I'm fine, I'm all right, I'm doing well. And on the inside, there's this little voice going, stop telling people that we're not fine, we're not doing well, you know, we're not happy. You need to change things. So, yeah, it's a case of, starting to listen to your intuition, and following your heart, not your head.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and how old are your children?
Yeah, my eldest son is 6 years old,
Okay.
and the other one is youngest one is 4.
Okay, nice. They're just sort of getting out of that toddler age and becoming, little adults, you
Hmm.
know. So, and and what do you like to do when you get time to relax?
Yeah. When I have spend time, I try to walk around,
Walk around.
especially yeah, walk outside.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
walk outside, especially my neighborhood has many special place. Um, great park, great great park means zoo and um, amusement park and the
Okay.
science museum and
Right.
the horse racing racing
Horse track.
horse racing, yeah, horse track, yeah.
Right.
So we can go by walk.
Right. You can walk to all those places. Well, that's good.
Yes, very close.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And
Hmm.
have you done much traveling? Have you traveled to other
No,
countries?
I'm actually I'm jealous of you because you have a very brave person. If you have determined you have determined to to travel around the world, but that that decision is very hard um, to others. So I I
Well,
never been out. I never been. I I don't travel a lot.
so you've never traveled outside of Korea.
Yes, and even even I traveled. I traveled um, rare, very rare in South Korea.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Okay. Is that because you don't like traveling, or
Um. So, um, s- I do not like travel, but recently I tried to travel. Um,
yeah, you tried
yeah,
traveling?
from now, yeah.
Okay. So where did you travel to?
Oh, actually, I want outside of South Korea first, but I think I think this situation is very not good, and the pandemic situation is very terrible. So I it's better to change my thought. So I started to travel in my country first.
It sounds like that might be a safe thing to do
Mhm.
because it doesn't sound like you've done a lot of traveling. It sounds like you're a bit nervous about traveling. What are your fears about traveling?
Um, I think most Korean people is always busy. They work hard and uh, even if they work, they look like a workaholic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think include of me. So I think um, my I think I changed my thought to travel about travel.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Where would you like to go? Which country?
yeah. I want to go speaking English speaking country first.
So Australia.
Um, uh, yeah, include Australia, but when I have opportunity of traveling of outside,
Mm,
I want to go first to the U.S. and then the U.K. and third one is Canada, and the fourth one is Australia.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you. Enjoy.
I
Really,
changed my thought. Yeah, Australia first.
I think you should come to Australia first. Why do you
Mhm.
want to go to the USA?
Yeah, I want to New York. I want to go to the New York.
Hmm.
Yeah. Somehow New York is very interesting. Yeah, that's
Sure,
my
but
thought.
I'm still trying to understand what your fear of traveling is.
Traveling means actually I uh, usually Korean people and me thought travel is sightseeing. That's
Sightseeing.
yeah, sightseeing because I heard about it in Europe,
Mm.
Chinese and Korean people several years ago, they can distinguish very easily um, um, Korean and Chinese because Korean and Chinese tour people is wearing
Camera.
wearing outdoor like colorful colorful outdoor. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So, what do you think they're targeting tourists because of they recognize them as the way they dressed? Is that what you're saying? Are you worried about people stealing from you, or is that what you're worried about?
Hmm.
What are you concerned about?
I think I don't know. I have no experience mm, to to go to the outside of South Korea, but I heard and I watched it a lot. Europe has many thieves, so yeah, some people recommend like this. Um, you you need to have secret panties. You underwear. Underwear has a neat has zipper. Yeah,
Secret
zipper.
zipper.
Yeah, secret zipper. And then money. You need to money
You need to keep the
inside
money
underwear.
inside the
Yeah.
second pair of undies. You don't. Okay, I can tell you now, you don't.
Mm.
What you need to do is not make yourself a target.
Target.
Like,
Mm.
so if I'm a thief, if I'm a pickpocket, and I look at you, all right, and you're wearing, say you've got a backpack,
Oh yes.
all right, you got a little
Yeah.
backpack, right? So your backpack you're carrying on the front,
Mm-hmm. Ah,
all
yeah,
right,
that's
not
good.
the
Yeah,
back,
that's good
all right.
idea. Uh-huh.
Your money is in the front or in the
Mm-hmm.
side pocket, not your back pocket.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're not walking around holding your iPhone or
Mm-hmm.
with your camera, you know,
Yes.
out.
Mm-hmm.
So suddenly I look at you and go, "You're too hard. I need easy." So then I look
Mm-hmm.
at the next person and they got their backpack on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to follow that person because when they get into a crowd, I'm going to undo their backpack and take whatever I can out of that backpack. But you're too
Mm-hmm.
hard. You're too hard of a risk. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you do is you make it difficult to be pickpocketed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't
Yes.
let people come up behind you and start talking to you. When if someone's talking to you, you be aware of who's behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
Yes.
you don't allow people to stand behind you. Um, it's easy to protect yourself from pickpockets, in the
Uh-huh.
streets, and you just got to be thinking about where is my money? How can I stop people from getting it? You don't have to wear secret panties with zippers and you know all those kind of
They're
things.
recommended to hide the on on your panties and
Well, I never carried cash.
uh
I never carried cash. I only carried a credit card.
yeah, and then they have a knife
Yeah.
and then they rip the backpack in um
Yeah, but they won't do it if it's on your front. They'll
oh
do it.
yeah.
They'll do it when it's on your back and you can't feel it.
Uh-huh.
So they'll usually be at two or three of them. So say you get on a train, okay, and your backpack's
Yeah.
on your back. They'll push up tight against you, right? So you have
Yes.
all this feeling on your shoulders, on your back, and it just be crowded. You won't feel anything. They won't have to cut your bag. They'll just unzip it,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and no one will know. So you never go onto a train or a bus with your luggage on your back. If you're going, you either hold it or put it on your front.
Uh-huh.
You know, so
Yeah.
then you can see if someone's getting in, and then you make a scene. If someone's trying to get in, you make it really loud so people can see, and this person will run away. They'll run
Mm.
away. And if anyone does, mug you or hold a knife or say, "Give me everything," give it to them. Just give it to them. There's no, you can replace it all. No, you'll probably have travel insurance. Just give it to them. It doesn't matter. It can be replaced. Go to the police, report it. Call the embassy and say they stole my passport. Take a photo
Mhm.
of your passport, right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
keep it in your luggage,
Mm-hmm.
right. So if you do
Yeah.
lose your passport, at least you've got identification that you can take to the police and take to the embassy and say my passport was stolen. Here's my identification, and
Mm-hmm.
everything works easier than you trying to find identification that's all been stolen. They might have stolen your wallet as well, so you've got no ID at all.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
take a photo of your passport, take a photo of your visa, and just keep it in the bag in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
keep a copy on your phone just in case someone steals your bag from the room.
Yes. Oh
Right?
my. Yeah.
It happens, but you know, don't let don't let those things stop you from traveling. Be aware of them. And then do things to protect yourself. You can't rely on anyone when you're traveling. You have to rely on yourself, and you'll make mistakes, but you're not going to go to nightclubs and get drunk and come out at 2 o'clock in the morning rolling
Mm-hmm.
around the streets. You're not going to do that. You know, we're too
Yeah.
old. We're too old to do those kind of things. We walk around during the day. We have a dinner, and then we go home. We're in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock, unless we're going to see a show or something, and then you talk to the concierge about how to move safely through the town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a question suddenly. Um, oh, which country is the best country you to visit so far?
Well, my favorite country has been
Wow.
Japan. Has been Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
Uh-huh.
it's so culturally different. And when I went to Japan, I walked around the island of Shikoku. So I
Mm-hmm.
did a 1,200-kilometer Buddhist pilgrimage. And
Mm-hmm.
so my experience was very cultural as opposed to just going to Tokyo or going to Japan and skiing. I lived with families. I ate very traditional meals,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
slept in traditional beds and so forth. So it was very much a cultural experience. But my
Uh-huh.
favorite city
Yeah.
uh, is Rome.
Rome?
Rome in Italy.
Rome. Aha. Yeah,
Yeah,
Italy. Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, I told you um, I want to visit speak English speaking country, but and I want to Istanbul of
yeah.
Turkey. I
Turkey.
want to visit. Yeah, I want to visit Istanbul because their culture is very
Cosmopolitan.
yes, and their civilization,
Yep.
yeah, is very. Very
Well,
great. Yeah.
there's a lot of history there.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I want to I want to go there.
yeah. I'd love to go to Turkey too. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, but I would start traveling in South Korea for a little while, just to get comfortable with traveling. If you've never traveled before, just to get comfortable with doing that and practicing safe, awareness of where your luggage
Uh-huh.
is, what
Yeah.
you should take, and how to protect yourself. So, you can buy wallets that have special cards in them so they can't skim your credit
Mm-hmm.
card. So they have machines that can just stand next to you and they
Mm-hmm.
scan the details off your credit card. So
Uh,
in your wallet, it's called an RFID card, and a lot of
mm-hmm.
a lot of travel shops now have them. That sits and it blocks the signal that's trying to get to your credit card. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Many Korean people visit Australia. Um, so um, I heard Australia is very, very great place. They told Australia has a very beautiful beach.
a very
Beach,
beautiful what?
beach, very
Beach.
beautiful beach. Yeah.
Beaches, yes, we do.
Yes.
We have some of the best beaches in the world. Yeah.
Yes. And the beautiful city is combined together.
Yeah, so Sydney is a beautiful
Yeah.
city. It's got great beaches,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's where I grew up. I grew up in Sydney, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
really
it's
good.
beautiful. So it's certainly worth going to Sydney to see the city. But there's so much to Australia. It's so big, and
Yes.
there's so much to see, and you know, getting into the outback.
Opera House is very famous.
It is. It's very
Mhm.
iconic, and you can walk over the Sydney Harbour Bridge as well.
Mhm.
So you can walk up to the top. I used to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge when I was a boy.
Wow.
We used to climb inside illegally and climb
Mhm.
right to the top and just sit up on top of the harbour bridge. No safety lines, no nothing. That's what we used to do. And
Uh-huh.
but now you have a safety line, a harness, and you go up. But it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
So when do you think you will start traveling?
Hmm. Um, after this pandemic, I I will go. I will go. I will go another country.